What's up guys, welcome back to the next video in learning C++. My name is QTS Zani and you guys are watching my channel Croywood. Okay, so in this video we're gonna show you guys how to initialize object arrays. To save time, just before we continue, I just want to let you guys know that you guys can create a file here. If you guys go here and the source, right click there and on the header file counting.h, and I have created counting.h, and here I have included this one, so make sure you guys include this file into your main. So in this, if you look here, they're both empty. If you have a class and your class got a constructor and the constructor got a parameter inside, you guys can actually initialize object array. By object array means is the huge number, such as if you want to count from 1 to 20, so that's array. So the array from 1 to 20, say if you want like that, 1 2 3 4 5 6 all the way to n, and this is object. Whatever number, n means whatever number you guys want. So this is an object. You guys can if you have a class, say for example, if you can come here and we're gonna put using, and we put a namespace std. I'm trying to put in my comment here, it's not working here. Okay, so I'm gonna put my comment here because it works here. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this one, or you guys want to leave it, you can leave it here. Okay, so we are initializing if you remember object, we create objects here. Through the class. So how we gonna have, like, say we haven't seen the object array, so we're gonna, in this class I'm gonna show you guys how to create an object array. So we have a class, and make sure your class matching the file name, whatever the file name is. You can create counting number. So I'm going to put a counting. Okay, so now we have a class counting which is matches our file, and we're going to have a public. Sorry, we have a private first, because I'm going to put some private. I'm going to have int x and y. So now we have two int for our counting. Now we have a public, and our public takes here, and the first one is we're going to have a constructor, and our constructor is going to be counting, not a count. Say you can counting. Alright, so our constructor is counting, and the counting has got a 2 parameter inside, and we're going to put a we're gonna put some here, and now we declared our constructor there. We're gonna put a counting, and we put our constructor counting. It has a parameter int a and b, so we're gonna assign this int a and b to x and y. So we put a x is a and y is b. Our parameter has our constructor has a 2 parameter, int a and b. So you can look in here, int a and b, and we have assigned int a to x, our variable, and int b from the constructor to y. So we put an int a and b and int b. Okay, so now we have we're gonna have 2 methods here. The first one's gonna be get a or get b, or get number a or number b. So we put a this one's our method's gonna be int get num x, return x, because we're getting the number x. And the second one's going to be int get num x and num y. and we're gonna have a return and return y. Alright, so now we have two methods here. The first one is get num x, which we're gonna get x, and we put a get number y, which we're gonna y. And keep in mind we have a constructor here, x and y, a and b, and we have assigned a and b to x and b to y. And now we're gonna put our methods here as well. So we put a int get num x, and you guys gonna put an int get num y. Okay, so because now we have declared everything here, and just we're gonna run our program for any error. We're gonna see if there is any error in our program. Alright, so we're not accepting x and y. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna move our function here. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it here int x, and I'm gonna put a return x, and I'm gonna put a y, and I'm gonna put a return y. I think this should now my error is gonna go away. Okay, so you guys can do this as well. So you guys can put it actually inside the public, because our program is very small, and actually you guys can put your constructor inside there too, int x and y, and we're gonna say return, and I'm gonna put my constructor inside too. I'm gonna copy this guys here, and I'm gonna move it to inside here, inside my class, so I don't have to worry. Now I'm gonna run, and you guys gonna see the error is gone away. If you guys gonna getting error, so you guys can put everything inside the public modifier section, so you guys can do this and your error is gonna go away. Now we're gonna come here and create our object array. So we're gonna look at our class counting. We're gonna put a class counting, and we put a counting array, or you guys can put a number array, number, and you guys can put array. So you guys can put so the counting array is going to be, say it's going to be the size 6. You guys can do the size 5 or 6. So we can do 5, and here we can do 2. Alright, so now we're gonna come and we're gonna start our counting, and we're gonna choose a counting, and the counting is gonna be 1 and 2, 1 and 2. We don't need this, and we say counting 3 and 4. So we do 3 and 4. This is array. If you don't know array, this is array. So we're gonna copy a few times, 3, 4 and 5. So we're gonna say 3, 4, and we're gonna do 5, and it's gonna be 6, and it's gonna be 7, 8, 7 and 8, and it's going to be 9 and 10, 9, and this guy is going to be 10, this guy is going to be 11, and the next one is going to be 12, and this one's going to be 13, and this one's going to be 14, 15, 16, and it's going to be 17 and 18, and this one's going to be 20, 21, 20, and it's going to be 21. Alright, so now our counting has done, and we're going to come here and we put an int I, because we're going to run a for loop. You can do your I here as well. It's going to say 4. Okay, so you guys can do two way. You guys can do I is equal to 0, or you guys can declare your int here and don't worry about this, because you guys already declares and I is less than 5, and we're gonna increment the I, and here we're gonna do cout, and it's gonna be the number array. Okay, the first one's gonna be whatever the I is, and the second one's gonna be 0. So that's our number array, and this guy is gonna be here, this one. And now we're gonna put a dot, and when we put a dot, we're gonna look for the number x and number y. We put a get num x, so I think the x is upper get num x, yep, get num x, and this one's gonna be, and we're gonna copy this one few times and make sure you guys gonna put a get num y, because this the second one is get num y. So get num x, get num y, so is gonna be 1 2 3 4, and it's gonna be get num x, the last one, get num x. We are missing 1, get num y. We're gonna see how it looks. So now we're gonna come here and we're gonna see if we have any error in our program. We're gonna build, and looks like they're all fine. We're gonna come here and run, and if you look in here, that looks a bit 1 2 1 2 1 5. So we're gonna fix up what's the problem. So here we're gonna put a next line, and here we're gonna put our next line. So we're gonna see what's we're gonna run. So here 1 2 5 6. Okay, so it looks like we're getting some sort of, we have to debug 1 2 3 4. How about if I do say 4? If I do 4, and if I do this one 4. Okay, so now I have 1 2 3 4 5. So we're gonna minus 1, and we're gonna do minus 1 here as well. So it's start from 0. We're gonna do x and y, and it's gonna be x and y, and this one's gonna be x and y, and this is gonna be x and y. Okay, we're gonna see. So we're gonna run again. Okay, so 5 6 is coming, doubling 1 2 5 6 5 6 9 10 9 10 11 13 14. And we're gonna see it's a little bit better, but we're gonna see what's the problem. Okay, so here we need to put a 1, and here we need to put a 1, because the first one is gonna be 1 2, and then it's gonna be 3 4. Okay, so we're gonna put a 1 and 1. Make sure you're gonna put a 1. The reason we have a doubling is the okay, so you guys gonna see it's fixed. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. This is array object, and this is array. So if you guys look in here, this is array, and if you look in here in the previous videos, we have created object, but object wasn't array, that was just a single object. And now it wasn't like this. Now we have created joint array, and we're going to count from 1 to 15. I'm going to put this one a little bit down, And as we said, if your class, which is this one, have a parameterized constructors, which is this guy here, and keep in mind you can put it outside too. You don't have to put it because our program is small, it doesn't matter. That's why you can do that, but with a big program you guys need to put it outside. But it doesn't matter if you put it outside or inside public. Even if you put it outside, you have to declare here. So we're going to put it here anyway. So if your class have a parameterized constructor, which is this guy here, because this is a constructor, is got sharing the same name of the class as a class, and it has a parameter here a and b, and we have assigned a and b to x and y, which is our array here. And we have two methods here, get num x and num y, and here you guys can create an object, and that object is going to be array of objects. So you can initialize array of objects, which we're going to see here all the way from 1 to 16, and you can look at here, and we can run a for loop. And as we said, you guys can put your int here, int i0, i less than 4, i plus plus for incrementation, and you can do this. This looks very simple program with an array of objects. So keep in mind, you guys can create an array of objects if you have if your class is if you have a parameterized constructor here. So very easy peasy, very small programs, just counting programs. And counting, if you know, it's just when we learn array, and our array starts from 0 and it goes 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, all the way to n. So this is our array, keep in mind, and you guys can create an array of objects here. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you have any question or comment, leave in comment box. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye.